oil company. Anywho, Brian is driving us in the truck because I am hoping that the other women don't beat me to it. But there's some patio furniture, a table and 6 chairs. It looks like it's like wrought iron. We have been buying some, and found some that we liked, but they are really, really expensive. So we're hoping this will work out. They also have a lot of outdoor things, like a really pretty antique looking bench and pots and trellises. If you just watched my video we just posted called No More Plants, these are not plants, y'all. These are outdoor plant type things. So he's being a good sport and going with us. I also sent the link to my daughter Emma. She is working remotely, I think at a coffee shop, so I don't know if she decided to stop by. She is closing on her new property here where we live on Monday, so that's so fun. So I don't know if her and the baby are going to pop over or not, but we have this on the calendar today and really nothing else outside of some carpool things to go pick up Esmi later. So we are wrapping up school next Friday. A week from tomorrow is our last day, so that is so fun. We are ready for summer and swimming at Gigi and Papa's pool and just being outside and all the things, weddings, all the things. So hopefully when we get there to this estate sale, we're gonna get there, let's see, 15 minutes early. So I'm gonna have Brian go ahead and tell them we want to buy the table, not even knowing how much it's gonna cost, and run out there and see. We can always change our mind, but I want to be first in line. She also had a bunch of brass candlesticks. I've only ever been able to track down one, so I don't know. Usually those things are kind of priced more than I want to spend, so you never, on the first day of an estate sale, it's probably not the day that you would get all the steals because they, will be open through the weekend. But anyways, we're gonna go check it out. Okay, y'all, so my daughter is there waiting and says there's about 20 cars in the cul-de-sac and about 5 couples already lined up. Okay, we're waiting in line. What do you think, Evan? You ready? You ready? You gonna find all the cool stuff? Little Williams having his milks. Oh, let me see that again. Do that again. Oh, that's the estate sale dance. Do it one more time. Yes, that's where it's at. Okay. We're pulling away. There were so many cars, so many people lined up. This is such a beautiful little house, little area, neighborhood. Loved it. Evan said yes. So we decided to pass on the patio table. It was a little bit more than we wanted to spend, and there were portions of it that really needed some work. So we thought for that much money, it would just make more sense to buy new. So back to square one. I did buy, which I'll show you in a little bit, some iron planter type things for the garden. I'll need to get some coconut liners or something to line them so that I can plant things in them because it's just open. And then I got a really huge pot, like big enough where you could put like a citrus tree or something fun. So a few things to add around the patios. Our back patio looks really, really pretty. Our front patio is absolutely ginormous, and is pretty empty now that we've moved the patio furniture, so we need to slowly fill it up. They did have a really pretty trellis, iron trellis, that maybe on day 3 they would sell it for less. It was marked at what, $120? Yeah. I feel like you could almost get a new one for that price, right?
Well, it was one of those trellis that it like made a
message her on Saturday and ask if they still have it. It would be cool to just randomly put somewhere you could do like a climbing rose or wisteria or something really fun. And Emma's property actually has a couple of those. I can get roundabouts here. We're actually going to Emma's property today to measure, and I'll kind of show y'all around there, but I can reach back out to them over the weekend because they post their estate sale online and ask if it's still available, and maybe okay, I don't know what I just did, and maybe it'll be more reasonable. But it's now 10:20 and Brian's gonna get back to work. Evan and I are gonna switch out some laundry tonight for dinner. I have some pasta shells. When I was cleaning out my pantry and organizing all the food from our once a month grocery haul that we'll be posting soon, or maybe it's already posted by the time this video. I'm trying to get ahead on my videos, so ordering them and when they'll post, so that's kind of good. I'm sticking with it. But anyways, I found some pasta shells and I had some ricotta cheese. So that's Esmi's, one of her favorite meals is just stuffed shells, and I have stuffed. You want to go home? Oh, you want me to search for Lego friends? Lego friends? Okay.
Yeah.
Can I see?
Yeah.
No. Okay. I don't know what we went. So I'm going to make pasta shells, a Caesar salad, and then Brian made some sourdough. It didn't rise like it normally does, so we're debating. He's going to do a Mother's Day brunch. And there's is that Magnolia Table or Pioneer Woman? The French bread. It's one of those. We'll try to show you when we could get, but it's like a French toast bake, so it calls for a lot of bread. So his bread tastes good, it just didn't rise like it normally did. So we may save that for that, but for sure we're gonna have the pasta shells and a Caesar salad. I started reseeding a bunch of things, so after I get the laundry done and get his school printed for the day, we're going to hopefully sit on the back patio and work on some of that. Yesterday the weather, it wasn't too hot. It feels warmer today. Is it kind of warmer today? It feels warmer. So I don't know how much time we'll be outside today, but what are your thoughts on the estate sale, honey?
Yeah, those things I think are just hit and miss, and you know, you hit them on day 3 when everything's marked down. You can find some good deals, but today, just all the people, you know, there's no negotiating. So I mean, it ain't my thing, but Brandy likes it, so.
I think I will do this. After I get everything picked up, I'll walk through the house and show you some of my favorite things that we've bought at estate sales, or marketplace too. You really can find some nice things without having to go to antique stores and things like that. Stuffed shells is a very easy meatless dinner that comes together really quickly. It's really hearty and filling and serves quite a bit for a little bit of money. So definitely try it if it's something that you have not used before. I don't really have a recipe. I'll type out the ingredients down below. But I usually just use about 2 cartons of ricotta cheese, throw in some garlic and Parmesan cheese and lots of fresh ground pepper. Mix that up, stir it up well, and then I line a 9x13. This pan is a little bit bigger actually, with some marinara. So you line that so that the shells don't stick to the bottom, and then you just fill each shell with as much filling as you think y'all would enjoy, and line up those. I do filling side up, like without the seal being down. and that seems to work well. I think if you turn it the other way, sometimes when it heats up, the filling can kind of seep out of the shells. So I filled up this whole tray. I ended up having a little bit more shells that I saved for another meal. I actually stuck that meal in the freezer. That video will be coming up soon. And then you just cover the top of your shells with some additional marinara sauce. I have really liked the marinara from Aldi. It's under $2 a container. I would prefer to buy organic, but that definitely doubles the price. I do like the Target Good & Gather organic if it's in my budget that month to do that. And then I topped it with a little bit of a thin layer of Parmesan cheese. And then I got out our cheese grater. We have stopped buying shredded cheese, oh gosh, probably at least a year. And so we just buy block cheese and shred it for each meal. One block of the smaller blocks usually equals about one meal for us. We're usually serving anywhere from 6 to 12 people on any given day by the time kids are here, grandkids, all of the friends. So we still, even though a lot of our kids are out of the house, we still somehow are eating a lot of food. People tend to be here around dinner time. And then I topped it with some mozzarella cheese and then sprinkled Italian seasoning. I baked it until it was bubbly and golden and pulled it out and let it sit for about 5 minutes before I served it. Y'all do me a favor and tell me down below in the comments what is your favorite pasta recipe. Link it if possible, and then also tell me what is your favorite meatless meal. I would love to try some of these on an upcoming video. Okay, I got the most worst headache. I have really been trying to not take Tylenol and Advil. That's a story for another day. But I pushed through, got dinner made, gonna get it in the oven, going to have Everett empty, pick up a little bit, pray this Advil kicks in. I was gonna just go climb in the shower because it was like pulsing so bad, but it's a little bit better. Try to just pick up so that after dinner, I wanted to go outside and work on stuff, but I don't know unless miracles happen with the headache. So we're gonna get this in the oven, and then I'm gonna start the salad and green beans and then do a quick pickup. I also had made a box too many of these, and they're not getting really sticky. So I think I'm gonna spray them with some olive oil and put them in a bag, and then try to find like maybe a stuffed shell freezer meal where I don't waste these. I mean, the box was only like $2. I still just don't want to waste it. I can always throw it to the birds, but I'm gonna see if I can find a recipe so that we can have another meal too from this. Okay, we had dinner. It was so good. My headache, I would say, is about 85% gone, almost gone. So I am gonna take that shower and relax and get ready for bed here in a minute, but I wanted to come out here and just enjoy my plants since I was feeling a little bit better. I got the things out of Brian's truck from the estate sale and wanted to show you my thoughts and what we were gonna do with them. Okay, here's Pemberley. Hey, Mama. Okay, so one of them is this little planter. I love how it's all like rusty. Move this, that's yucky looking. Okay. So I ordered a long strip, Coleman. The boys are losing their minds inside. They're just so hyper. I ordered a big strip of the coconut liner and it should be here on Saturday. So I'm gonna go ahead, I think tomorrow, and buy the plants for it. Of course I could do things from seed, but I kind of want some instant gratification here. So I don't know, I definitely probably want to get some ivy to kind of have hanging. This is coleus that I planted from seed and it's really taking off. My geraniums, I really had to cut back, but they're now getting some new growth. I had planted some periwinkle seeds. They did not make it. We had some pretty heavy rain. So this is one. That's one thing. I love it. So really quickly, this is Sweet William. I planted it from seed. Usually I put the date. It was early February and it's just now taking off. These are zinnias from seed. Okay, and then over here, these are the other things I bought. This is just another big pot. I was hoping I would have enough of the coconut liner to use that. Otherwise, I can just get an extra large round one. Here is Mr. Darcy checking it out. What do you think, Darcy? What do you think? So if not, I'll just buy one at Lowe's, but I'm hoping I'll have enough. And then this was the big pot. It is plastic. I kind of like how the paint has mainly chipped off, but it's huge. I got it for $15 with the little stand. So I think I'm gonna put a big like lemon tree and then maybe put some flowers at the bottom. So, okay. Walking in, this is a huge gated patio. We used to have the 2 couches and 2 chairs and it really filled up the space, but it's not covered, and so there was large portions of the day that it was just too hot or too sunny to sit out here. We do have this massive oak tree, but still. So we wanted more, especially time in the evening when we can overlook the pasture and the animals. So Brian's thought here is to get a big L-shaped couch eventually. So this has a cover to keep it from getting wet, but I am terrible at remembering to put that on there. So I'm actually trying to dry out the cushions. This rug is a really pretty outdoor rug that I got from Sam's Club, but obviously it has been so dirty from all of the rain and yuck that we've had. I need to buy like a pressure washer. I actually was also thinking too on this pot, I have so many morning glories throughout everywhere that maybe if I put some at the end, it might be pretty if it kind of went along the handle. And then I got super excited over here. Okay, so these are calendula that I planted from seed. They are so cute. The brightest of orange. I think this might be a bachelor button. It has not, maybe not. I'm not sure what that is. Here are my Johnny jump ups. And then this is a painted daisy. I don't know that I would plant these again. They've done so well, but the flowers are just kind of blah for all of this greenery. I don't know. Okay, but what was really cool is when you open this, so that one has dried out, and the dark brown, those are calendula seeds. So I will show you inside. I bought this little seed collector. Obviously the green ones are not dried out enough. But I bought this little seed collector that I'm really excited about. I also, there were some portions of my snapdragons here that when I popped off, all of the tiny black seeds were in there. So that's super fun for me. I need to figure out, I don't know what this is, but seed saving. I'm sure next year I'll still spend a fortune on seeds, but it will be nice, the things that we have loved, to, you know, just what doesn't just reseed. you know, to have that. This is milkweed, and it has really taken off. The little caterpillars had really taken a bunch of it off. We still have not cleaned my fountain. It is so yucky. We need to really clean it out so it doesn't break the pump, because there's so much pollen and weird things in it. Planted a ton of zinnias. They are starting to come up. I don't know if you can see the little pink. That is celosia. These are my bulbs from Sam's Club. Nothing has bloomed yet, so I'm really excited. That big one right there is a hollyhock. So super fun. I'm really excited about these calendula and the seed saving. That'll be really cool. And then from all the rain, I've got all these leaves and debris to kind of pick back up. Now, when we removed the bed liner at the beginning of the season, we displaced all of my, I'm hoping that is one, all of my caladium bulbs. And I had planted 56 last year that had come up, and they were so pretty. So I can't imagine that all 56 would not come up. Wouldn't that just be weird? So maybe it's just not time. I don't know. But I've got my dahlias coming up. I just saw on Instagram that somebody had said that Walmart had all their dahlias marked down, their bulbs. So I need to pop in and check that out. This is one of my only black-eyed Susans that made it. Look how cute it is. I've really had a hard time germinating black-eyed Susans, which everyone says is so easy. So I don't know what's my problem. And what's the other one? Black-eyed Susan. Oh, echinacea. I've got a new little hosta coming up. Yeah, I've really got to get in here and clean some of this up. And I definitely need to plant more. I know he says no more plants, but I really need to fill this in. I think this might also be, I was thinking that was a black-eyed Susan, but that's actually a weed. This looks like it's something. I guess a hosta? We'll see. This is my seed storage kit from Amazon. I will link it down below. So you just seed save, like this is my celosia, the tiny little black seeds, and store them in here. I have some more celosia, and this is dianthus. I don't know how to say that. But anyways, I will link this down below. Comes in handy. Okay, I drug my sweet husband to the plant store, and we have some beautiful things in here now. This is some salvia and dusty miller and some more different kinds of potato ivy, I think. I also planted some seeds in here. I really want this to get just really overgrown and beautiful. The coconut liner worked really good. I will link the sheet that I got down at Amazon. We were able to cut them to fit. And over here, I'm gonna run to Walmart, I think today, to get a few things. And they actually had a hibiscus plant that I'm thinking, like a bush, I'm thinking of getting, because then we can carry it in when it's gonna freeze. And I didn't want to plant my ivy until I got that in there. And then here is the start of this one. The coconut liner was a little bit trickier. Hopefully it's not gonna fall out, but we really like how this is looking. And I planted a bunch of seeds, so somewhat instant gratification, but we're gonna have to wait on this one to get a little bit fuller. I put the tag in here because I wanted to remember what these were. Achillea? I don't know how to say that, y'all. Y'all know, y'all always correct my pronunciation, so thank you. And then for Mother's Day, Brian bought me that green stock, so I've started a little collection here. I'm gonna need 30 things to fill that up. Okay guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Do me a favor and give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. See you soon, friends. Bye-bye.